We've talked to you a lot about your role this year in the lead receiver, but coming out of the San Francisco game last year, just the one catch, was that one of the more frustrating times for you individually, just as far as not being able to impact a big game, and did that stay with you for a while?
It's always frustrating when, first of all, you get one catch. Second of all, not being as impactful. I feel like if you're not impactful, then you're not really being productive in a sense. And that's always been my cut and dry, if you will, or night and day. It's almost like night and day to me. But definitely want to be there to help the team and do whatever I got to do, to come out with this win.
One of the best offenses in the league, and you guys against one of the best defenses in the league in San Francisco. From your standpoint, in a matchup like that, what does it boil down to? What's going to be the ultimate determinant for the outcome?
Physicality and poise. Yeah, it's a lot of talent out there, offensively and defensively. So it's about who can be poised, who can do their job the best, and do it the most consistent. And I feel like we do that for regardless of who does it, do it for all four quarters. It's gonna be a good game.
Taking you back in time, CeeDee, did you resist the 88 thing when it first came up after you got drafted?
What do you mean? Did I resist it?
Did you not want it?
It wasn't my number one. No, I wanted 10, but then 88 came about.
So, and you were aware of kind of the history of 88?
Most def.
Did you sort of sense what that means to the organization, what value it is? Did you have to kind of grow into that?
Yeah, most def. I had to learn more as I got into it. Just learning the understanding and the importance of the number, the shoes that that comes with it, the long line of history that also comes with it, and then also holding you to a higher standard just off rip, just wearing the number or even putting it on your back.
Were you glad you did now?
Absolutely.
Give you a connection with those guys that you
Absolutely.
wouldn't have otherwise.
It most definitely held me to a higher standard, as if I wasn't holding myself to a higher standard. But it definitely, I would say, added extra pressure, if you will. Other people holding me accountable, and better yet, just being the guy to separate us from good and great, if you will.
Kind of part of something bigger, sort of thing.
Most definitely. I didn't see it my rookie year, but I see it now.
CeeDee, what do you remember about how you felt walking off the field last year?
It sucked. Don't want to feel it again.
You might have been asked this because we got in here late, but what do you remember about just the struggle for you? Only one catch in that game.
I feel like I could be more impactful this year for sure, but definitely wasn't one of my best performances. I grew a lot, just from learning and seeing a lot of things in that last game. And as far as feeling anything, I felt terrible, obviously, because we lost, but I wasn't productive enough.
As far as your connection with Dak now, because he was out early, missed the 5 games, and you look at the numbers since he's gotten back, what you two have done, just that time on task. And is there anything you can point to on where you two are better together now than you were even to start the season?
Just completions off rip. Me being available for him and him getting the ball to me. I feel like we've gotten a lot better just over the course of our off season. Just grinding, head down, just understanding that we all we got. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, he's gonna look for me, and I got to do my job, and vice versa. I got to do my job first in order to get the ball. So it's a lot of a 1-2 or 2-1, if you will, and right now we clicking.
I mean, will he make some throws to you now that maybe he wouldn't earlier before you two knew each other? Because it's like, he does, this is a good situation for him, whereas maybe earlier it's like, well, I don't know, I'll take the read over here.
I feel like at the quarterback position, quarterback receiver duo, if you will, it goes off a lot of trust. And I feel like that was built throughout the offseason. So, yes, to answer your question, I feel like it's a lot of throws that he's throwing me now that he wouldn't have thrown me, I would say, a year ago, if you will. But once again, a lot of hard work in the offseason, a lot of consistency, a lot of bad balls, a lot of back drops. It all was a part of the struggle.
Maher obviously had a bad day at the office on Sunday, very uncharacteristic. You sideline, consoling him, telling him, hey, we got your back, don't worry about it. Can you talk a little bit about how that type of brotherhood in this locker room has defined the resiliency you guys have shown time and again this season?
Most def. You make a bad play, you kind of get down on yourself because it's, like you said, uncharacteristic. And then it happens again, and you're like, all right, bro, what's going on? And then it happens again, and you're like, bro, are you serious? You know, so after the third one, it was just like, I know, I was just watching his demeanor the whole time because me personally, I get down on myself. And no one knows what's going on within you but you. So who knows what he was going through and if he was going through anything. But I know as far as me, I did all I could, and that was to make sure that he doesn't, really just get too down on himself because obviously it wasn't bad, It didn't hurt us last game, right? So I didn't want 4 to turn into 8, So just kind of keeping his mind in the game, understanding who he is and what he does for this team is impactful, bro. So every point, everything that's done in the playoffs matters. So you got to keep confidence in order in this league. Like I said, it'll cheer you up and spit you out.
It seems like that's one of those things that you guys have continued to do, just as a locker room. One guy has a bad play, just over the course of the season, and the other guys pick him up and carry him, and then the next game, that the person who has a bad game picks it up and they bounce back.
Absolutely, man. It's all the mindset and understanding that you're gonna have good, you're gonna have bad. It's all on how you respond to either one of them. You got to take your L's like you take your dubs, and I've been a firm believer in that. So you got to keep it pushing, bro.
Does it give you a unique perspective on the pressure that's on the kicker position, all eyes on just that one guy in that moment?
No, we all got pressure on us. I don't care who that don't change nothing. You just got to go out there, Paul, do what you got to do, and get to the sideline, come celebrate with your boys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.